Hello everybody, and I hope this video finds you well. I wanted to look into the topic of revive farming. Look, the revive farming methods that we were accustomed to, if you remember going to 3.2.6, repeating it was getting us loads of revives, and obviously it was annoying Kabam. Of course it was. Look, where do we go now? What's the best places to go and revive farm post-nerf and 2023 in general? So, we've got to look over some factors at the moment. First factor is that we do have the Apothecary. The new Kabam vehicle that they've launched, not physical vehicle, but the new kind of like method to get revives is the Apothecary. It is the non-buffed version. Currently in game at the moment, at the point of getting this video recorded and out, is that you get one level 1 revive after completing, 100%ing the Apothecary on hard difficulty. That's indeed the guaranteed revive that you currently get. Kabam have also not expanded the inventory, which does cause a problem, especially if you need a larger number than normal of revives in order to take on certain content. So say you're prepping for an EOP, you might be looking at it and going like, okay, well, it's 15 at the moment, and the Kabam said it was going to be a lot more than that. Like, so I think it was... Nope, let's go with actuals. It's going to be 20 revives that you'll be able to get at level 1. And also, I think that's the same case for level 2, which does mean that you could hold at one given time 40 revives. So it does mean that you're planning around this particular events and preparation is going to be so damn important, because same thing is that as soon as you get a revive, it is on a 14-day rotation window. You can see I've got some in my stash at the moment, which will expire in 13 days. Am I preparing for something? Well, I'm sort of preparing for Act 8.2, so it means that I may decide to kind of like grind some more revives using some of the methods that I'm doing and covering in this video. And yeah, preparing for that particular event. So until Kabam actually add in the new revive farming method, which, as they've said here, is that they've gone through a process of kind of like saving up for it, but I like kind of referring to my particular methodology. And I'm definitely not buying the Summoner Sigil. My account still remains non-spending since December of 2021, and I plan to keep it that way into the future. I was really happy about where Kabam was going with this game this year, and obviously with kind of changes that they've decided to make, I've disagreed with a lot of it, and I really can't see myself putting any money into this game, as it's just... Sometimes it does feel it's going in a really weird and risque direction when it comes to peeing off the community and the player base. But politics aside, if you know the channel, you know me, it will be a case that I will criticize things, but I will also get on with stuff, because at the end of the day, Kabam are very stubborn and they very rarely change things. I mean, good at what they're doing when it comes to revive farming, but at the same time, you got to keep calm and carry on. Sadly, but it is what it is, right? So, revives. Best place to go and get it, guaranteed 22-hour event. It may not be in some eyes and some people's opinions the best way, because there could be different places of content you can go to, but at the end of the day you have to go with guarantees. And guarantees are that if you go to the Apothecary and 100% hard difficulty, you get one level 1 revive. Soon it will be 2, right? But when it comes to the solo event, this will guarantee you a revive at the moment. At the moment, it will be that you will get one level 1 revive. In the future, you get one level 2 revive, which can be good because you can have 2 independent savings. You can have your level 2 and level 1 saving up 40. That's it, 40. 40 revives in total, which can be relatively helpful for the content you're going up against. Now, here's where there's other places you can go in MCOC in order to pick up more revives. Do bear in mind, these are all subject to being nerfed by Kabam, and let's face it, Kabam are basically as... you know, they're like ants at a picnic when it comes to stuff like this. It's just no fun when they deal with it. But there are places, as I said, you can go, grab revives, repeat on content. Look to back issues, lower classic versions of back issues. There are some really kind of cool places you can go to pick up revives. Here's a good example right here. There is a revive on this particular route in not variant 7, it's called back issue 7. It's called back issue 7. So if you go to some of these back issues and repeat the content and just go for it several times, similar to Act 3.2.6, there's revives available for you. It's not always guaranteed, and I'm sure Kabam have nerfed it, or may nerf it. Who knows? Next up, event quests. Now, in this particular point here, I've not really seen a revive on these particular routes because there's health potions. I always think if there's health potions, there's a chance at some point there will be revives. I saw it last month when repeating content, there was revives on some of the paths. And if you haven't gone down those paths, then that's great. Yes, it will mean that you might lose that energy going to get a particular revive, but do bear in mind it's a revive, and these are more scarce to come by. It means that you'll be doing this with energy, which you may be using for free, rather than going into the likes of Arena to get units to then spend on 40 units on revives. It's still annoying, this particular process, but you know, needs must. Now the final thing is act content. So if you're going into some of the earlier acts, I know it said, and I know Kabam said, that those particular elements of repetition is nerfed. Now do bear in mind, I did post a video on the start of the week, just after the April build, to say, okay, well, has this been nerfed? And it did showcase that it didn't seem to be nerfed, which is weird. And also at the same time, the Apothecary was not in game. So when it comes to repeating some of this content, you can find, if you go into certain places, that you're going to see something when it comes to, like extra revives on certain routes. So be vigilant. I'm not saying there's a guaranteed place, because you could say like, okay, go to 5.3 point something or other and find something. It's all about an exploration and an expedition into these different areas to find out whether or not there's repetition to get them back. Now, yes, Kabam don't like that, and I can't be any more. So I'm not going to be any more specific on this, because there's the chance that this isn't the case. It's going to be a regular thing. Can you still get revives? Yes. Can you get it from repeating content? Yes. Is it going to be as much as you had before? No. And just for the video, what I decided to do was repeat 3.2.6, and there's no revives. So Kabam obviously have targeted that. So this means that you are limited to a degree to the extent of re-farmable revives that you can get. You just have to be very clever whenever you see something pop up. I would say going back to things like back issues may be a good place to start off with. It's never a guarantee in order to go there, but nowadays when it comes to MCOC and Kabam, they don't leave you with very many guarantees. So from a point of view of revive farming, I would say as well, adding in an arena grind into your schedule of play, which isn't ideal, and I'm not saying I'm forcing on you, it's just one of these cases of Kabam aren't going to help you out until that Apothecary is sorted out. And also, if you're doing that solo event grind, it's a case you're going to have to balance in that. It's going to be very important. Do event quest completion, do level up, do hero use, and do arena wins at the same time, all those particular things. So yeah, good luck to you in the grind. Yes, it's never really the best places to grind out revives, but there are some places you can repeat content. As I said, look out to back issues, event quests, and so many others to get revives. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one, whenever that will be. Much love, and have a great day. Bye-bye.